Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Toledo Rockets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Temple Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on first down. Fires it incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Toledo. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. For a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Bitonio. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep. Makes the catch on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense?
Listen, Running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. They're bringing heat. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's got the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Line getting set on second down. Defense not showing press coverage. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got room at the 35. Off he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Flanagan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Back to throw, it's Bitonio coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Quarterback will audible. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Moving away from pressure. He throws one to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Got it. He gets it in. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Silva. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They go to the ground. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third, and he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important. Having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly, because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. And man, what a nice play by the running back.
On second down, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no...
He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
At the 45, on his way. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it for them when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense.
He's going to fire deep. And he makes the grab at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw, it's Bitonio. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw it again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Silva. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Rockets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Touchdown, Toledo.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
He'll bring it out. It's Flanagan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback.
And down he goes back at the 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. The throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Getting some heat. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rockets will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Bitonio. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Finds his big tight end. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Owls are flying down the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They keep attacking through the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. The option look. He'll pitch it. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rockets!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 24 to UNLV. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Brings up second down.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. With jet sweep pass. Still running at the 35. Nothing but green ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Toledo.
Number 16.
How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
20.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over first and 10.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Bitonio. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. The Owls get it past the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
5, 20.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get it down at the 35.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Temple lines up quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
First down, Temple.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. To the air, it's Bitonio. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Owls! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Silva. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Quick strike complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Rockets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Bitonio. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
Number 19.
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. He's looking to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked. And here in the fourth quarter, they were trying to tie it, and they cannot. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
33.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the... to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David, now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock, now under a minute to go. It's one thing to execute